Hello, I'm Trevor Alonso, and I'm going to go over what was announced at Comic-Con this year, 2022. Okay, so a lot was announced. I'll talk more about the trailers than I will the actual news, but I will give some thoughts. John Wick Chapter 4. It looks really good. It also reminds me that I need to catch up on these movies. Keanu Reeves has still got it, and I heard in an interview this past weekend that he wants to play an older Batman. I totally think he can do it. Whether or not that means another interpretation of Dark Knight Returns is said to be whether it's going to be that or something else. Who knows? A lot of actors say they want to be this or that, but it never happens. But with Keanu Reeves, I could definitely see it happening. Okay, Marvel pretty much owned this weekend, just because they have a lot of announcements. Okay, we have X-Men 97, which is the animated series. It'll be picking up after the 90s X-Men cartoon, exactly where that one left off, which I believe was Professor X has a disease, he has to go into space to get a cure, and Magneto was going to take over as the X-Men leader, which I hope this still has the charm and still spirit of the other 90s X-Men cartoon. Then we have Spider-Man Freshman Year, which is going to be set in the MCU. It's basically going to be a prequel. It does feel like it's going to be a little off because when they show some of the characters that will be in this, one of them is Doc Ock. And in Spider-Man No Way Home, he meets a Doc Ock and he's surprised by it. So it's going to be weird that he's already had his own interpretation of Doc Ock, but yet in Spider-Man No Way Home years later, he's never heard or seen of Doc Ock. Who knows, maybe they'll address it. Maybe it'll be something like they never actually meet. Okay, we're getting 5 basically animated shorts because it's a CGI character. I Am Groot, which looks like the Young Adventures of Groot. And it looks like something very good for kids. Fun and enjoyable. What If Season 2? They said that in this season there will be a lot of Captain Carter. Kevin Feige has stated his dislikeness that Captain Carter was killed off in Doctor Strange 2. They announced that there's going to be a Captain Carter meets the Winter Soldier episode. Okay, finally the Marvel animation that was announced. Marvel Zombies, which will be TVMA. Oh yes, they're going to use that TVMA somewhere on Disney+. This will be based more in the MCU than actual comic Marvel Zombies, though I imagine them bringing some of that stories and likenesses into this. It's going to be based in that same universe as in What If episode of Marvel Zombies, but also it's going to show other Marvel superheroes in this. Some of the same villains, such as half a Captain America, Scarlet Witch Marvel Zombie, we see a Hawkeye Marvel Zombie, we get different characters that we're actually going to follow, one of them being Red Guardian. It looks like Miss Marvel is going to be one of the ones leading, unless I'm mistaken. Okay, we get some DC news. We got a new trailer for Shazam! Fury of the Gods, which looks really good. It does kind of show that early on they showed the Flash, but they wouldn't show his face. So Ezra Miller's problems are affecting these movies. We don't know to what extent. Maybe he was supposed to cameo in this. We have no idea. This looks really good. I know this was somehow supposed to tie into the next movie and also tie into the Flash. Again, we don't know. I do like that they're getting around the use of the word Captain Marvel, and I really do like that they made this a family movie. They even jokingly say it's about family after Fast and Furious, even though he's talking to Helen Mirren, who's currently in the Fast and Furious movies. It looks like in this movie, 2 gods are showing up to try and claim back the power of Shazam. I'm wondering if Black Adam's going to show up in this. And still hoping that Superman shows up, a full Superman, unlike that cameo in the last one. Speaking of Superman, there was a big rumor that was supposed to be Superman news today. It did not happen. I kind of figured it wasn't going to happen. There has only been hints that Warner Brothers wants to make another Superman movie with Henry Cavill lately. Nothing official. And of course, if they barely started the ball on that, they're not going to go at Comic-Con just a few weeks later going, we got another Superman movie and here it is. It seems like they might wait until there's at least a poster or whatnot, title and all that stuff. Sometimes people forget that DC isn't its own film company. They are under Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers does multiple other movies besides DC. While Marvel, all they do is Marvel stuff. So they can announce, hey, like a couple of years ago, they announced Blade, and all they had was a title, Blade, and the actor. Who knows if they already had a script at that time? We don't know. Then we got a trailer for Black Adam, which looks really good. We get to see Hawkman, we get to see Atom Smasher, we get to see Dr. Fate. Pierce Brosnan has says that this is the perfect time for him to play Dr. Fate, playing a wise character, since he's kind of been around in other franchises, basically James Bond, doing all kinds of stuff, so he feels kind of like a leader in this. And kind of going back to Superman, I know The Rock really wants to make a movie where it's Black Adam versus Superman. He's hinted at it multiple times. I think he was disappointed when it was announced that at one point Henry Cavill wasn't going to be making any more Superman movies. Kind of makes me wonder if when they signed him on, if they kind of hinted that that would happen. And he was like, alright, cool. I mean, the ultimate movie here, since I'm talking about Superman, Shazam, and Black Adam, is a movie that would be a live-action movie of Shazam versus Black Adam with the help from Superman, which has happened multiple times in the comics. And of course, with this version, they're going to make Black Adam an anti-hero, which they kind of been doing in the comics, especially lately with Dark Crisis. I remember years and years and years ago when basically The Rock was letting the audience decide whether he should play Black Adam or Shazam. And they ended up picking Black Adam, so he goes, alright, I'm gonna make a Black Adam movie. And this was actually before the Justice League or Man of Steel even happened. So it's like The Rock's been signed on for this character for a while. Finally glad to see this happen. Kinda got worried there whenever they were about to start shooting the movie and he got COVID. So this one's been a long time coming, and I can't wait to see it. Okay, back to Marvel news. I'm really not trying to sandwich DC. I love DC, I love Marvel, but Marvel had a lot of news today. Okay, Secret Invasion. We kinda knew about this one already, but they announced it and had a new title card. Echo is being filmed. Again, we knew about it. Ironheart, which I believe this version is going to be following a teenage girl making her own Iron Man suit. Okay, we finally got a title for the Agatha Harkness show, which is Agatha, Coven of Chaos. Seems like it's going to be a good show. I don't know if she's going to be evil the entire time, or if it's going to show how she became evil. We got a new title for the Captain America 4 movie, Captain America New World Order. Then they finally announced a new season for Daredevil, Born Again, which may or may not follow the Frank Miller storyline, Daredevil Born Again. So let's see how that goes. But it's great to see Daredevil back again. Then they broke the news of 2 new Avenger movies that will happen soon-ish at the end of Phase 5, which is Avengers, The Kang Dynasty, and Avengers, Secret Wars, which is big news because everyone's been wondering if every Avengers storyline was going to lead to the Secret Wars. It was an early on rumor after the first Avengers that they were going to do Secret Wars. Then at the end of the first Avengers, everyone thought that Thanos was a Skrull at first. So to finally see the Secret Wars is gonna happen, this has been a long time coming. I remember seeing the comics when I was a kid. I remember seeing the action figures that on the side it said Secret Wars. They didn't say a plot, they just gave a title. So we don't know which Avengers are going to show up, if past Avengers are going to come back. They basically announced that Fantastic Four is still happening with that chart, and that the current saga is the Multiverse Saga. Okay, we got 2 new trailers. One for She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. This does look more like on the superhero side than the single lawyer side. I do like that we're getting the Abomination, and apparently the Abomination can Hulk out and turn back normal. Where in the first movie with the Hulk, it seemed like he was the Abomination the entire time now. It looks like it might have moments of breaking the fourth wall. Yeah, it looks like I might watch it. And we get a hint of Daredevil at the end. And of course this trailer came out on Saturday during the day, and I remember seeing online that everyone was raving that Daredevil is back. Then we got the news of a new Daredevil series. Okay, finally, a trailer for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. It looks like they're going to be dealing with King T'Challa's death and how the country is moving on after that. I kind of wondered how they're going to deal with Chadwick Boseman's death. If they're going to kill him off in the movies or kind of basically retire the character and have him somewhere else. I kind of figured they were going to kill him off, only because after a while it became a problem of eventually he needs to come back. Or eventually the question is, well, why doesn't Black Panther come back? Why did he leave? And this trailer, it showed a lot. It didn't really show a plot, and it was very emotional. From kind of seeing what they showed us in the trailer and what we know in the plot, they're basically going to be fighting Atlantis. And a submariner, Numar. It looks like he's going to be a bad guy, maybe become an anti-hero. It's not very clear. Then again, it could be a misdirect, it could be a one fight and they end up joining together. Kind of like for the first Black Panther, where we thought that Claw was going to be the bad guy throughout the whole movie, and then it ended up becoming Killmonger. So I'm wondering how they're going to do this. They actually made Numar look kind of cool and keep to the traditional costume. Because let's face it, sometimes it looks kind of goofy how they drew him. Okay, all this news I kind of liked. I do have to talk about one Batman thing. Yes, I know, I really like Batman. They announced a Spawn Batman comic crossover number 3. They didn't say if it has a subtitle. They didn't really give a plot. The artwork looks kind of cool. I can't wait to see it. Alright, this was a lot of news we got this past weekend. Give me your thoughts in the comments. Which trailer or new show are you going to watch? I'm pretty much going to watch this all, but eventually and slowly. Thank you for watching my video.